Welcome in to PDL Weekly. My name's Nicholas Murray. Very pleased to be joined by PDL Senior Director Ryan Brooks. And Ryan, lots to get to today, starting with last night's action in the PDL, where we had FC London takes a 4-3 victory on the road against the Michigan Bucks. Massive result as far as the Great Lakes division is concerned. London now takes the lead in the division, has a game in hand on Michigan, and the inside track towards that division title.
Yeah, massive game for them, massive win. Obviously coming against the Michigan Bucks team, which is a quality team, winning 4-3, going to Michigan up a goal, 1-0, they come back. So London ended up winning 4-3. Huge game in the results for them. We obviously didn't want to tie, we wanted to win. They did.
Michigan, looking probably at the number 2 seed right now. London, maybe they slip up down the way. A team that they could face, though, in the 2-3 play-in game in the Great Lakes division is Toronto. They bounced back in a big way last night. They defeated the Chicago Fire PDL 2-1, and they really needed that because they had lost to FC London and they had lost to KW United, with Jarek Whiteman putting in a 4-goal performance to earn Player of the Week honours this past weekend. As far as the Lynx are concerned, important to bounce back and kind of regain control of that number 3 position.
Yeah, they really needed a win yesterday versus the Fire, which obviously they did. Was a huge game for them to get those 3 points. They have London again, and they also have Toronto again. They have 2 games remaining in the season, so they're really trying to get that those 6 points to really be in that third spot for the division.
Now, up in the Northwest Division, we had another team clinch a place in the playoffs. Victoria has closed out, and it's guaranteed a spot in at least the top 2. However, they got a big game this weekend against the Portland Timbers U23s. If the Timbers can win that game, they might be able to jump Victoria and grab the Northwest Division title. So an important game at home for the Highlanders this weekend.
Yeah, big game for both of them, Portland and Victoria. Victoria is sitting a little bit pretty up there at first place, but a slip up here and a slip up there, Portland might be able to really jump above them. But at this point, just a big 3 points for Portland, and Victoria, 1 point would really suffice.
1 point will do. They've been very tough at home so far this season, so that's definitely a game to watch this weekend. We've got a game to watch tonight in the Mid-South Division as well, as the Laredo Heat host Oklahoma City. Massive game. Laredo at home. They do have a game in hand on Oklahoma City, but if they can get a win tonight, jump into second place behind Austin, then they get the inside track, just as London did with their win against Michigan.
Yeah, Oklahoma's got a tough road ahead of them. They don't have Adam Black, who got red carded in the previous game, so they go down and they play Laredo tonight, and then they have to go and play Austin. So obviously a tough 2 games for them, but they've proven throughout the season that they're a quality opponent. So who knows what will happen, but it's that slot is very important.
Another big game this weekend in the South Atlantic Division, and this one's kind of been overlooked a little bit, but you have Virginia Beach, who took a very nice win against the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors this past weekend. They face the SC United Bantams. These 2 teams are both chasing the West Virginia Chaos. They both have games in hand on the Chaos. If they can win here, it gives them maybe a chance to jump up into that number 2 slot and maybe get a chance to challenge the Carolina Dynamo for the division title.
Yeah, as you said, right now that they're looking for the number 2 slot. The winner of that game really has an opportunity to do so, and maybe possibly catching the Carolina Dynamo, which is possible that it could happen. But really, in that game, those 3 points are going to really matter depending on who wins that game to get that second place.
Virginia Beach really come into form of late. That win was a very good one, and Matt Bush done a very nice job. You can check out an interview with him on the PDL website right now. Last big games of the weekend, of course, we have to come back to the Mid-Atlantic Division, and Reading United, they got a big test this weekend. First of all, they host Long Island, then they visit Ocean City. This is crunch time as far as these 3 teams are concerned. There are 3 slots available. Jersey Express with a big win last night. Baltimore's still hanging around. What do you see happening with these 2 games this weekend for Reading as they face the Rough Riders and the Nor'easters?
Yeah, tough matchup. Obviously, we've talked about this a lot of the year. These 5 teams. Right now, Reading playing Ocean City, Reading playing Long Island. Long Island probably has the toughest job ahead of them. They play actually all of the other 4 teams that are in contention for that slot. So I'm hoping that there's no ties, and all of a sudden next week it's still those 5 teams in. But I guess that's why they're playing the game.
Hey, all of these games this weekend, you can follow live updates. We'll post full-time scores as they happen on the PDL's Twitter feed at USLPDL. You can also look for game reports and previews on the league's Facebook page. So join us there. Hope you get out to see some of the action this weekend, and hope you join us this time next week as we look ahead to the final weekend of the regular season. Until then, for Ryan, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.